Today we're going to be revisiting Vanguard multiplayer. Can we just take a minute to appreciate one of my favorite features in Call of Duty Vanguard? Combat pacing. Now when the game first came out, it had tactical, assault, and blitz. However, like midway through the year, they ended up taking out assault, which that's kind of a shame really, because whenever it came to playing like some of the bigger maps, I tended to gravitate towards assault, because there's plenty of maps in this game where it's like tactical, there's not enough players, but then blitz, there's too many players. Granted, they went back in and they tried to do like some readjustments to make it feel more balanced on some of the maps, but I don't know. I wish that the game still had assault. However, in terms of longevity of the game, it kind of makes sense why they took it out, because like, you know, you think like 2 or 3 years down the line when there's not as many people playing the game, obviously it's going to make it harder to find matches if they had all three of the combat pacing still in the game. I mean, heck, even now, you know, I'm sitting here trying to look for a match of Haus, and even with both of the combat pacing selected, it's still taking me a minute to get into a game. Can we just take a minute to appreciate the fact that this is a World War Call of Duty that has an assault rifle that has a laser sight on it? Furthermore, we talked about this in the last Vanguard video, but yeah, a gun from 2065. Personally, I kind of love it. It's part of Vanguard's charm. And if I'm gonna be honest, I kind of miss Vanguard's Shipment. Vanguard's Shipment was actually a lot of fun. Don't get me wrong, I absolutely adore Shipment in Modern Warfare 2, like it's a lot of fun, but man, there's something about, whoa, I haven't played Vanguard in a minute. This feels way different. I guess I'm just really used to Modern Warfare 2 at this point, but man, Vanguard, there's something about it. It's not bad, but it just like, I don't even know how to explain it. It feels really smooth in a different way. Like Modern Warfare 2 feels smooth in its own way. Like this is really hard to explain. I don't know, if you haven't played Vanguard in a while, try hopping back on the game. It genuinely feels really good to play. It's no secret that back during like Vanguard's life cycle, I made tons of videos on this game because I'm not even gonna sugarcoat it. I adore Call of Duty Vanguard. I'm a sucker for like World War II era shooters though, like Call of Duty World of War. That was the first Call of Duty that I played. And then when World War II came out, I absolutely loved that game. And then Call of Duty Vanguard, same thing there. I have so many hours put into this game, it's not even funny. Similar story to Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War, where I went through, I played the game for hundreds and hundreds of hours. However, I never ended up getting any of the mastery camos, surprisingly. Like I never got Dark Ether or Atomic. I don't know why, there's just something about it. Like every time I got on this game and I saw how many challenges I still had to do and the requirements for each of the challenges, I got really unmotivated. But it's kind of bizarre because I was still playing the game, like I said, for literal hundreds of hours. I usually just ended up getting on the game and simply playing for fun because I really enjoyed the combat loop and the feel of Call of Duty Vanguard, both in the multiplayer and the zombies. It's a really good feeling game. It's not as slow as Modern Warfare 2019, yet it still manages to feel like that game in a way that I absolutely... Wait, I'm on a Merciless right now? Man, the match just started. I already got the puppy dogs coming in and the bombing runs. I didn't realize I was on a Merciless already. I guess what I'm trying to say is that Vanguard's multiplayer just feels really snappy. Like when you want to do something, you're able to do it on a dime and it feels so good. I don't even know what kill streak I'm on at this point. I just know that SBMM is going to absolutely destroy me in the next match. All I know is that I'm on a 12 or a 13 right now, and I do not want to lose this streak. Oh, I died. Okay, well, I got all the way up to a Ruthless, so that's something. If I'm going to be honest, I don't even know how much a Ruthless is in this game. They got all these fancy names like Frenzy Kill and Super Kill. I never learned what they meant in Vanguard, if I'm going to be honest. There's this one game that I was debating on checking out at some point. It's called Enlisted. I don't know if that's a World War II shooter or if it's a World War I shooter. It's one or the other. I saw it was free, and I saw people like Wildcat making videos on it a while ago. Personally, I don't really have a set preference for like what era my shooters take place in. Like I'll play any era of shooter, whether that's modern, World War II, World War I, like Battlefield 1 was, or futuristic like Titanfall. That being said, I do miss when there was more World War II shooters coming out, because there's something about the era. It's just so, like, it's gritty, it's visceral, you know what I mean? Like, it feels so real. And even though Vanguard did end up introducing things like, you know, the Attack on Titan bundles and the anime bundles, Raul Menendez from 2025 and laser guns from 2065, you know, it's still in that World War II setting, and I still love it for that. Oh, I forgot about this. Yeah, it had, like, you know, obviously other Call of Duties have had the whole play of the game thing, but, you know, this one has, like, the intros, and then you get to, like, pick your MVPs at the end. Man, I actually love this. Got all these cool intros and stuff like that. I remember when Snoop Dogg first came out, literally all you saw was people, like, taking hits of the blunt. You know what, I'm gonna vote for myself. I miss Call of Duty Vanguard. I've been wanting to re-download this game and play it for so long, and literally the only time that I got to play it was for that, like, little recording session that I did in the video a couple days ago when we revisited Vanguard Zombies. So this is my first time playing Vanguard multiplayer since, oh gosh, probably November, October, whenever Modern Warfare 2 released. Oh my gosh, Modern Warfare 2 released, right now, obviously it's June, and Modern Warfare 2 released at the end of October. It's almost been 8 months. I can't believe Modern Warfare 2's life cycle is almost over next, man. We literally got 4 months and the next Call of Duty's gonna be here. I would love to make videos revisiting Black Ops Cold War next, but if you missed my video from last night, well, it's not safe to play that game right now. Don't worry, I'm not gonna be one of those stingy YouTubers that makes you go watch all my old content. I'll sum it up for you. Basically, if you get on Black Ops Cold War, there's this exploit going on where players are able to obtain your IP address, they can crash your console, and then cause all sorts of other issues for you and your platform that you play on. A really bizarre and rather stupid issue that we even have to deal with, but yeah. Hey, look at that, we got kill confirmed on Haus. It's tactical pacing as well, which means it's only 6v6. As much as I love blitz pacing in this game, man, sometimes... Oh my gosh, someone has the Terminator bundle. I've never even seen that before. Like, I didn't know that they, like, teleported in the main menu with, like, the blue sphere and everything like that. I only knew it because I've watched the movie so many times. I have so much nostalgia for the Terminator movies. Obviously, I wasn't alive when, like, you know, the first two came out. But man, I still grew up watching those movies, and I absolutely love them. I don't even remember what year Terminator 3 came out in. All I know is that I was definitely more than alive for that one. As much as I love Blitz, though, like, yeah, when you get, like, all those players on either Haus or Shipment, sometimes it's a little bit too much. It just gets to that point of where you can feel your brain melting as you play it. Like, don't get me wrong, I enjoy blitz pacing on these small maps. It's great for, like, XP and all that, but sometimes, like, my brain just, I can't. It just becomes, like, this absolute cluster of, like, you spawn, you die, you spawn, you die, you might get a kill or two, but then you're dead. It's funny how even during the beta of Call of Duty Vanguard, we all knew that, like, the STG and the MP40 was absolutely busted, and here we are, we're past the life cycle of Vanguard, and these weapons are still busted. My setup isn't exactly tuned the best on this MP40. All I know is that I'm running incendiary rounds, so personally, I tend to not really use incendiary rounds because it kind of like knocks back on your like damage range and just damage in general a bit. That being said, with such a close quarters map, I feel like it's probably still worth using them, I think. Actually, no, you know what? You want to talk about broken? Let me go ahead and whip out the Einhorn revolving. Oh yes, look at that. The beautiful golden viper. Why do they even call it golden viper? This is literally bronze. I don't even have any attachments on this thing, but still, just watch. This thing is like, it's so gross. It's basically the brekkie of this game, and if you don't know what the brekkie is, it was literally the best weapon in Black Ops 3. It's been nerfed a little bit since then, but if you go back and play that game, even to this day, it is still the most dominant and is still the best gun in that game. It's a semi-auto shotgun. And yeah, as you can see here, I mean, it just one shot kills everybody like it's nothing. Now, there is another semi-auto shotgun in the game called the Gracie Auto, which is also a semi-auto shotgun, but that one is actually, like, terrible. In fact, I'm pretty sure yeah, this is the Gracie Auto right here. I mean, it's an okay gun, but I don't think you'll be Did that person just, like, they decomposed and like, into an anime waifu face? I remember my grandpa telling me about World War II. He fought alongside Snoop Dogg. They were fighting the Terminator. Everybody was running around with assault rifles with laser sights, 2065 laser guns. Every time we shot one of our enemies, they decomposed into anime waifu faces, I tell you. You know what? I'm still gonna defend this game. This is just part of this game's charm. Honestly, when I think about Call of Duty Vanguard, I just think, like, Fortnite meets Call of Duty. Got all these crazy weapons and operators and skins and emotes, and the way people play this game wasn't too dissimilar from Fortnite either. You got people like sliding around, slide canceling like crazy, jumping all over the place and bunny jumping. In fact, if you go back and watch some of my older Call of Duty Vanguard videos, I had a lot of times where I'd rage because I was just trying to run around and, you know, just have some chill gameplays. And I have all these people like jumping around the corners and like jumping and shooting and going crazy. And that still does happen in Modern Warfare 2 to a certain extent, but not in the same way that it happened in Vanguard. In Vanguard, like, literally everybody's feet were always off of the ground. I'm gonna be honest, I don't even remember half of the guns in this game. All I remember is that the main ones that I loved rocking were like the KGM-40. I remember that came out during like season 1, I think. BP-50. The EX-1 in this game, I liked it a bit when it first came out, but I don't know. I stopped using it after a while. It was just one of those things where it's like, if I'm gonna use this gun, let me just go play Advanced Warfare. Then obviously like the Einhorn, the STG, the MP-40, the PPSH was cool, but it definitely wasn't as good as it was back in World of War. I never thought I'd see the day where Arnold Schwarzenegger would be sitting on the MVP screen in my Call of Duty game. I usually vote for myself, but if somebody's either rocking the Terminator skin or the Snoop Dogg skin, I'm gonna vote for that. It's kind of a shame that some of the things and bundles had to be taken out of the store due to like licensing, because if it wasn't for that, I'd buy the Terminator skin right now. I believe the same thing happened in, what was it, Cold War? They had like the Rambo skin and the Die Hard thing, but then they had to take that out because of licensing and all that. This is the one that my mom always rocked out with, Kim Tae-young. My mom's actually a beast at Call of Duty. We don't play together a whole lot, but when we do, we absolutely destroy. In fact, she was helping me grind camos just a couple days ago on Shipment when I was trying to get all my guns gold. Yeah, that's right, they got Rourke in this game for some reason. Hey, if you're watching this, Infinity Ward, could you, like, at least please release, like, I don't know, like a comic or like a PowerPoint presentation, just something that explains what happened after Ghost, because I'm one of the few people that actually, like, loves Ghosts. It's been literally 10 years at this point. I finished that game back in 2013, and to this day, I still need to know what happens after the credits. Logan just gets dragged away, and that's it. 10 years later, I don't know what happens. I don't need a cutscene. I don't need anything fancy. fancy. I don't need a new game, a PowerPoint presentation, some slides, heck, even a Google Doc will be fine. Anyways, yeah, after I'm done recording, I'm probably just gonna play Vanguard for the rest of the day. I honestly really miss this game. I'll probably pop back over into zombies later too, because I do want to grind out the rest of the Dark Ether camo. Anyways, yeah, now I definitely want to hear from you guys. What are your guys' opinions on Vanguard? Do you love this game as much as I do? Oh, don't even get me started on the campaign in this game. I love the campaign. The whole setup with like the flashbacks, kind of like introducing the characters. I don't know. It was different. It was unique. I loved it. But anyways, whatever it is, whatever you're thinking, I definitely love to hear from you guys. And I know I said in last night's video that last night was going to be the last time that you guys heard me say the outro in the way that I normally do. However, I forgot to go back and write down like who is still a patron, who isn't, who's in what tier. So I'm just going to do the traditional outro one last time and then I'll, fix it up and figure all that out later. But anyway, as always, a shout out to the patrons and shout out members, Carver's Fake, Grandma, Liberty Sappy, Dad, Betty, Chillable Source, Rex, Zach, Polar, Rated, Website, Lamas, Bankrupt, Spirit, 200%, Mel Asking, Could Imagine Missing, Rich, 12, 15, 7, 1, Aaron Reynolds, Unknown, and Christopher Huerta. Thank you guys for watching. Have an amazing day. Stay beautiful. I love you all. Peace.